guys, welcome back to An Tarot channel, and today we will do a pick a card reading. But I have to warn you that this pick a card reading is a little bit of a down mood because it is for the ones who are in a relationship that it doesn't seem to go anywhere. They are frustrated, they are stuck, and they do not know that whether or not this relationship is worth it, worth to put the effort, to put the energy, to put the love into it. So in front of me there are 4 piles, and to make it easier for you to choose, I have each pile is dedicated to a specific object. These objects have the same have a common meaning to me, is they help me to release the stress. And that is what I want you to do in this pick a card reading. After this pick a card, or maybe you want to have a private ones with me also, you will reduce your stress somehow, in like to have a solution from that situation, or just to be enlightened out of any troubles. So the first one I have right here is the scented candles. The smell is country dreams, and this is a vanilla smell. It's very like it is my head like daily after I went back from school. And this is the one that I use when I'm heavily headache. It's like I have headache, dizzy, maybe a migraine headache also, and it helps me easier to sleep, which is the essential oil made from tea tree. The third one is my favorite necklace that I have bought in a fair. I believe this is selenite. And this is the fourth one. Maybe you have seen it before. It's the Tiger Balm. It's a kind of eucalyptus oil that they made into a kind of balm, and you can apply this on your forehead, your head, to help to reduce the headache. So this is the 4 piles. Please feel free to pause the video right now and take a deep breath and choose which pile calls you the most, and we will head to the reading now. Hello, pile number 1. For who of you chose this vanilla scented candle, here is the reading for you. So I will have the cards that is describe the situation right now on his side or the other person's side, just for you to justify whether or not it's still worth it for you to put the energy and love, emotion, dedicated yourself in this relationship. And then I will give you advice about the situation. So to start with, I will see what is his intention right now, his current intention in this relationship with you. We have 2 of Pentacles, and I do not do reverse card. So 2 of Pentacles and Knave of Swords. His intention in this relationship with you is now he starts to consider whether or not to continue this relationship. This has 2 scenarios. One, that of course there will be a breakup, but 2, that he wants to change something in this relationship. It's like something has crossed his limit, bothers him, and he wishes to change it, but we will see. Now I will see his behaviors in the relationship, which is 7 of Stones and 10 of Scrolls. It seems like his behavior right now just act up on his duty, like just keep building the relationship, but not in his favor. it's like the communication is now being limited. He does not want to talk to you as much as before, and there are some arguments, discussion has been happened that you guys cannot like agree on the same idea or opinion, and that creates the distance and lack of communication right now. Now I will see the emotion, the feeling that he feels for you right now is the Hermit and the Knight of Swords. I'm so sorry to tell that the emotion right now is kind of cold in him, because the Hermit is talking about someone who is closed door, who wants to be alone, who wants to keep the thinking and the feeling to themselves rather than to share it or talk it out. He feels more peaceful when he's alone. And what he treats with you right now is basically on his logical mind rather than the feelings, the heart. So now I will see like what he wants to change. Like I said before in the intention, like he wants to change something, but what exactly he wants to change, now we will find out. Release your ex. It seems like he's still in love with his ex, or he's upset because you cannot forget your ex. But I really think that he cannot forget his ex. What things want to change? New love. I'm sorry, pile number one, but it seems like he has made up his mind, but he does not know how to say to you yet. I'm sorry, pile number one, but it seems like now he sees that his ex is the one, but not you. Yep, I'm sorry, there's nothing I can say more about this. I will continue try to figure out what is going on right here. More details. But it seems like it's about his ex. What is going on? It's like he start to reconnect to his ex somehow. And yeah, I'm sorry, but if this continue, he would cheat on you. Okay, here's your advice. Five of water and the sun. Five of water talking about regret that something had happened, not in your favor, very suddenly. These cards are the opposite cards. Excuse me. But five of water also talking about letting go, because there's nothing you can do now. And after you're letting go, the sun will come to you. The sun has talk is the card is talk about like happy ending, brightfulness, happiness, true happiness, spiritual enlightenment. But if you continue stuck to this, nothing good will ever, these things will never come to you. But instead of that is three of swords, about backstabbing, heartbroken, cheating on, a three-wheel relationship. and there's a third person happens in the relationship. Okay, more advice for you from the goddess Ishtar, communion, and from the Egypt oracle card is the spirit of Isis. Triumph of the goddess. It's time to regain your power. I will read what Ishtar wants to say to you for you to have more in depth about the advice. Ishtar. When you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. As I said, if you see the red flags, you see the sign, you see something not right, and you keep accepting that, it's like you are stop loving yourself, and that is not good. And you will receive more heartbroken because you neglecting yourself. You let others people to hurt you. Instead of, you should do what is right for you, and you know that you deserve better. If you choose to move forward stubbornly, you could find yourself back in an old lesson you'd rather not face again. Maybe you have a heart of a healer. That's why when you see someone that is in pain, maybe this is the boyfriend of yours, like he's in pain because of the past relationship, and that's why you have the tendency to heal him, and accidentally you two in a relationship. But every relationship that happens in that foundation, and especially that boyfriend, is never gonna moving on from his ex. It's never gonna ending in the happy ending. And spirit of Isis, triumph the goddess, talking about regain your own power. You are more powerful than you know, and you are worth much more than this situation. You need to be loved properly, you need to be respected properly, and only you will get you only get hurt if you allow people to do so. So just remember that. So this is all I have for you, pile number 1. Thank you for being with me today, and if this resonates with you, please give this video a like. And if you want to see more pick a card readings of me, please subscribe to my channel. And if you're still stuck and want to have a private reading with me about this question, please contact me with the information in the description. But for now, I really hope you're doing well and you can overcome this heartbroken situation. You are fine, you are worth than that, and please love yourself first, and then only that you can heal the others. I will see you in the next one, and thank you. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 2. For who of you chose this tea tree essential oil, here's your reading. So basically, I have to see from the other person side that what is his intention, what is his thinking, and that you based on that justify that whether or not you want to continue. And then I also draw the cards that is predicted the future of this relationship is going, and your advice also. Here we go. First, I want to look into his intention with you in this, and is the High Priestess and King of Swords. So his intention in the current situation with you is he's still idolizing you, but he feels a little bit of he feel like he's not worth for you. He's so low level compared to you. You're the High Priestess, someone that's worth to be idolized, and he's just a King of Swords. It's like the vibe of the relationship is always like, if there is gonna be an argument or a discussion, he always feels like that he's been a loser and you always win, and that makes him feel very anxious. His behavior with you right now in the relationship is the Corsair, or the Knight of Spirals, and the Acrobat, which is the Page of Stones. So his behavior right now is a little bit slowed down. He tends to avoid you somehow. Sometimes he will make something that very rash, very wild. It seems like he wants to prove to you something, that he's better than you or something. But sometimes, like regards to the love showing gesture, he will be slowed down. For example, he does not willing to text you like before. He's avoiding you. He goes out more without you. It seems like you start to fade away from his life, because the presence of you in his life always make him feel like you're the high priestess and he is just a king of swords, and he's always have to look up to you. Maybe this guy really suffers from low self-esteem in the past, and that's why he brings that kind of intention and behavior into the relationship with you. And also maybe this can be also the truth, where you are better than him in knowledge, in emotional stability, in success, in career, everything. And that makes him somehow, you maybe don't care, but that makes him somehow feel very low in self-esteem and anxious all the time, which is not good in term of relationship. Now I want to see his emotional with you. Death and Seven of Swords. As I said, his emotional with you is kinda now withdrawing. He has changed his emotional state with you and avoid you more. He doesn't want to confront, he doesn't want to solve the problem anymore. Whenever there is an argument, he tries to run away rather than solve the problem. He's in the state of emotional withdrawal right now. Now I will draw 3 cards indicating to what will happen in the near future if this keeps going on. If both of you do not do anything different from this, what will happen? Calling in your soulmate. Healing family issues. Oops, sorry. Keep an open mind. It seems like finally you will see those red flags and you are willingly to sit down with him and talk to him about this. And very fortunately that he will open up his mind also, talk with you out, and no matter what the outcome, but at least you guys will have the clarity to each other. But I don't think there will be a breakup. I just think that because he has suffered from family issues before, so that's why by those communication, by that talking, you will somehow relieve his burden regards to that problem, make him feel less anxious and make his self-esteem higher. He would not feel like he's always lower to you anymore. And those are your advice. Ace of Earth and Ace of Air. In this situation, the cards advise you to be active, to be the one who open the line first and address this problem straightforwardly to him in order to figure out the solution. Just talk by your logical mind and you will be fine. And Knot of Isis from the Egyptian Oracle cards, and from the Goddess Power, I have for you Nyx's Secrets. So Knot of Isis, energetic stabilization with the Buckle of the Beloved. Just you just need to reassure him that he still have you by his side, and his problem will be your problem, and just talk it out, like helping helping each other to understand the intention of each other, because you guys are lack in communication right now, and that makes you guys feel unclarified. And now I will read next secrets for you to see which advice that this goddess want to give to you. Next is the goddess of night, mystery and secrets. Next, ask you to ask yourself a deep question about denial. What secret have you kept from yourself? Could you be remaining in a relationship that isn't working for you because you won't address the fear of what will happen if you leave or do things differently? Have you been afraid to ask for what you need? Are you in an addictive spiral, thinking one more bite of food or one more glass of wine will make you feel better? So it's obvious that you and both you and him are hiding something from this relationship. Maybe you don't have the guts to tell him because you're afraid that it will break his heart even more, and he also doesn't have the guts to tell you what really happened because of his ego. So what you guys need right now is to remove those secrets, because it will slowly causing a toxic trait in your relationship, and it does not make your relationship end in good term. So thank you, pile number 2. That is all I have for you. If you want a private reading with me to continue answer these questions in more details, please feel free to contact me in the information below. If this resonates with you, please give it a like, and if you want to see more pick a card readings like this in the future, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will post new video every day. But for now, I see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. So for who of you chose this selenite, I hope, but this beautiful green stone. Here is your reading. So I have to look into his mind, like his intention, his behaviors, and also his feelings for you right now, in order for you to justify whether or not to continue this relationship. And then I will give advice for you from the oracle cards. First of all, I want to look in his mind by these 2 cards, which is 6 of Wands and Knight of Swords. His intention right now with you is to always win you over argument. Maybe there just happened to be an argument that or maybe this is his personality, because he always wants to win over others. He is so egoistic that he does not accept defeated. And about his behaviors with you is 6 of Mirrors and 2 of Stones. 6 of Mirrors sometimes talk about an ex, and 2 of Stones talking about consideration, evaluation. Or 6 of Mirrors maybe not talking about an ex, but like he wants to everything goes back to like it's in the beginning. Maybe you guys are already in a relationship for quite a bit of time, and things do not going well, like when comparing to the beginning, and he starts to be nostalgic about the beginning of the relationship, where everything still be very smoothly happy, not so much argument like right now. Yeah. His feelings or emotions with you right now is 2 of Swords and 9 of Swords. It seems like he always find himself try to balance himself after all of those fightings. There are a lot of fightings have been occurred, and it just he wants to stop these kind of things. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Maybe you two are too different, and he always want to win, and no matter what he does, you are not gonna listen to his words. So that's why he feels very frustrated about this situation. He is quite emotional avoidance with you right now. Now I will try to see use the love oracle cards to see that if this situation continue, what will happen. Romantic feelings. Oh my god, engagement. Okay. Soulmate. It seems like we have a karmic connection right here. I have to admit that he really loves you. Both of you really love you, but you two are like magnets. You are totally different people, but somehow you are very attracted to each other. Some couples are still married and live together with each other for a long term, but they just constantly fighting. But I really feel like he's rather fighting than he wants to go away. He doesn't want to leave you. He still believes that this situation can be changed, can be back into like in the beginning, and he does everything to with that. But I have to warn you, his ego is big. It can be cause you frustration. That's the only thing I want to warn you. Now, the advice for you, Hermit and Messenger of Water. Hermit always talking about someone who is have needs to have some time for themselves in order to think what they really want, what they really need out of the situation, their life goal, their feelings. It's like they have lost themselves for a while, and now they have to close the door like this in order to find themselves again. And Messenger of Water is like talking about Messenger of Water or Messenger of Cups or Knight of Cups, like communicate by heart, by love, by unconditional love, uh, but still have to know about your limits, about your boundaries. So, does he love you? Yes. Does he have a big ego? Yes. Does he still want to continue with you? Yes, but he's a little bit doesn't want the fighting keep going on like this. It has to be changed. He wants to engage and have he feel the romantic feelings. He wants to engage with you, and he really consider you as his soulmate, because I think that in the very difficult times you two have been with each other through thick and thin, and he trusted you like wholeheartedly. But it just when talking about opinions and discussions, maybe a very small problems, like it happens, and it and you two have a two completely different solutions, and that's why the difference occurred. But when he consider about about the relationship, he always remember back to the times that you two been through thick and thin together. You guys trusted each other and you guys love each other more than anything. He still stay there because of that reason. But of course no one wants to fight constantly, so that's something that you need to consider. As long as he does not like cross your limit, cross your boundary, or make you forget about your identity, I think that you will be fine. But you have to accept for the fact that his ego is big, and the fight, you have to do something about the fight. I have for you here from the Goddess Power Oracle, Goddess Elstra, New Beginnings, and from the Egyptian Oracle cards, Flower of Life, Divine Creativity and Manifestation. So, Flower of Life is talking about a new beginning. Oh, I just realized it's also related to this. It's like something has to be changed about perspectives. One situation can be negative or optimistic, negative or positive, depends on your perspective. And some perspectives need to be changed in order to work this out. And I will read the advice from Goddess Elstra for you to be more in depth. What you should do: look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities. The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so you can experience something new. So it seems like you have been acting like this quite a while in previous relationships, or so does he. But it's time for you to look in a new perspective and act somehow differently. More open-minded, more listening, more sympathy, more empathy, in order to adapt in this kind of situation. So thank you, Pile 3, for being here with me. That's all I got for you. If it resonates with you, please give this a like. And if you want to watch more pick a card reading like this, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to have a more details reading, private reading only with you, please contact me with the information I provided in the description. But for now, I see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 4. So for who of you chose this tiger balm, which will help you reduce the headache and the stress. Here's your reading. So I want to look deep into his intention, his behaviors, and his feeling towards this relationship with you. And from that you will justify whether or not you want to continue or put resources in this relationship. So first, about his intention, I have is the stars and 9 of swords. So it seems like he has no idea what's next in this relationship. He just like acting on his habit about this relationship. He keeps continue doing things that like before, but he really doesn't feel much, and even in his mind right now is full of different thinkings about this relationship, and it burdens him day by day. It seems like some of the discussion or the arguments with you, maybe they have already been solved, but somehow with him it's still stuck in his mind. And if this continue, the more stacks he has in his mind, the worse the outcome would be, and in the end he will be ramble about all of your discussions and arguments that you are wrong and he is right. It seems like those arguments are not solved at all. It's still stuck in his head. He's not letting go. We have his behaviors towards you right now is Queen of Stones and Knight of Mirrors. His behaviors with you right now is quite different from your expectation. That's why you find something like missing here, because you are Queen of Stones. Queen of Stones are earth signs. Maybe your Venus or your Mars is, or your Sun is in earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So earth sign kind of love is by behaviors, by materials, by very specific actions rather than talking or romantic gestures. While he is quite romantic, even the stars also indicate that he has a dreamy mind. And a Knight of Mirrors, which is the Knight of Cups, always talking about someone who is very romantic, even a little bit childish. Maybe he's younger than you, or his action may be like more childish than you. He's more romantic. He's more talking romantic gestures rather than do something very essentially, and he just doesn't know why you are keep unhappy about his actions, because that's how he shows his love. But time by time his lack of motivation, because he feels that you are not happy when he does something like that. It seems like you two are very different people, that's why. So it's like the other person love gestures are not as like as the other person expectation, and it somehow goes off the target. His feelings or emotions towards you right now is he feels like a loser, and he just do everything for your confirmation that you are happy because of what he's doing. But it seems like you're never happy about what he's doing, so he stopped doing that. And he feels like he's helpless. He's a loser and he does not know how to make you happy. And that drains his energy, makes him frustrated. Now, I will draw you from the Love Oracle card. I will ask that if you guys keep doing those things like right now, what will happen in the near future about this relationship? Oh, new love. Religious factors. It's like he's waiting for a sign from the universe that whether or not he still wonder the same thing as yours. I suppose whether or not he should keep continuing in the relationship. Separation. He doesn't want to be in a relationship anymore if this keep continue in near future. So your advice for you is Six of Earth and Nine of Air. Really think deeply about this situation. If it's not meant to be, maybe it's best to not meant to be, because you two are very different personalities. One is very dreamy, one is very down to earth. It's not somebody's fault, but you guys want different things, that's all. And the more you invest in this relationship, whether it's like this person is wrong for you, and as you know, it's a waste of time and also waste of your energy. Hera is your goddess in your support right now, and abundance of Sothis, stellar blessings of the celestial goddess of abundance. Basically, this card, abundance of Sothis, talking about you reap what you sow. So if you invested in the right person, you will have what you want. But if you keep on investing or giving your energy to the wrong person who does not appreciate it, even you are frustrating, and also it drains the other person energy. So it's a lose-lose situation, and there's no sense to keep being in that relationship. Now I will read what is Hera want to say to you in this situation. Hera. Stand tall and choose collaborative partnerships. You see, choose collaborative partnerships. Don't choose someone you only want, but it's never good for you. Choose collaborative partnerships with deep mutual respect and encouragement. Don't chase what's popular or who will make you look good, and it would never be last. So, and also Hera is the goddess about alliance marriage. She is the wife of Zeus in Greek mythology. So the message is quite clear for you that if you do not get out of the wrong room, you will be never open the right door to the right person. And you'll forever be stuck in the wrong one, which is not worth it. So thank you, part number 4, for being with me today. And if this resonates with you, please give this video one like. And if you want to see more pick a card reading like this, because I upload new video every day, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want to have a more in-depth reading with me regards to this question, my information is in the description and you can contact me. but now I will see you in the next reading. Bye bye.